good evening, good night, good afternoon, good day, depending on the time it is where you are chiming in from. For me, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's actually nighttime. I'm saying good afternoon. It's actually nighttime here. And where am I chiming in from? You don't know where I'm chiming in from? I'm chiming in from New York City. Let me know in the comments where you are chiming in from. Today we're going to talk about the power of pausing to reflect daily. I am Noreen N. Henry, your victorious living strategist. I help liberate women that are stuck with our book collaboration projects, our retreats, and victorious living cultures, products, and services. Sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do is pause. Stop and breathe. Why do we need to pause? Why do we need to stop and breathe? Tell me in the chat. Tell me why we need to stop and breathe and why we need to pause. What's the reason for that? Well, when we stop and pause and breathe, we avoid burnout. I used to keep going from one thing to the next and just moving because I have a lot to accomplish and I've got a lot to launch. There's lots of things. And I would sometimes feel behind, but I'm not behind. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. But a few years ago, I got burnt out and it was almost to my detriment. If I didn't use the tools that I learned over the years that, healing is my birthright, and I used my mind and I got healed. But I was so if I didn't do that, if I didn't know to use my mind, I would not be here today. Remember that our thoughts and our words, they dictate our lives. Very important to remember that. So I was going and going nonstop until my body said, no more, no more. And I got burnt out so much so that I ended up in the hospital. And I was in the hospital. I even spent my birthday in the hospital. I was very sick. So I knew while I was in the hospital, I knew that was a time of reset. I knew that I needed to change some things. So after I recovered, I did. I changed things. I don't run myself ragged anymore. I stop, I pause, I breathe, and I stop working at a certain time. I don't work past a certain time anymore to avoid burnout. So during the day, I will stop and take a breather, even if it's just 5 minutes. I will not allow myself to be burned out again. Nope, nope, nope. My healing story will be published in the near future, so stay tuned for that. So on that note, let's take a commercial break.
Do you have a story to share? I was stuck in emotional eating. It was reading books that helped me to become unstuck. Stuck is not you story. Book collaborations do just that. It helps readers to become unstuck and to do something different to be on their best lives now journey. Join us and write your story with us.
We are back. We're back and we're talking about pausing and reflecting and taking a breather so that we don't get burnt out. If you're just joining us, make sure to go back and watch the replay so you can see the beginning of this topic. So I learned that pausing is powerful When you pause, you reflect, you breathe, you listen. You listen to your inner guidance, and you will be led on how to do things and when to do them. And then when you're listening to your inner guidance, it actually makes it easier. You don't need to wear yourself out doing it all. You take breathers in between and follow your intuition. It guides you very well. This goes back to awareness. Awareness often comes in stillness. Awareness, the perishing of lack of knowledge, it all intertwines, doesn't it? Comment below and let me know. Because in previous episodes, I talked about perishing for lack of knowledge. I talked about awareness. And we have to be aware so that we don't get burnt out. Make sure to stop and pause. Sometimes the pause is what saves you. And I can attest to that. Because I had no choice with pausing because I ended up in the hospital. And I had no choice but to be still. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So we want to pause and reflect and breathe. Breathe. When you pause, you can gain clarity. You can reflect, and you can take a breather. And this all helps to prevent burnout. I have some things that I say daily that helps with pausing. One of the things I say is trust the process. And another thing I say is rest in the now. And when I say those words, I feel it. I trust the process. As much as there's so many things I have going on and so many things that I've got to accomplish and things to launch, prepare, and all these different moving parts, I still say I trust the process and rest in the now. And I feel my body relax when I say those words. So I actually also have them written on my wall so that I see them throughout the day and remember, because I'll be going because I've got lots doing. Remember, relax in the now, trust the process. So those are some of the helps with pausing. So take 5 minutes today and pause, and then tell me how it felt in the comments. Comment and let me know how it felt by taking 5 minutes today and pausing. If you'd like to continue the conversation, reach out to me. I'm here to help. So on that note, victory is being courageous towards orchestrating and organizing the reviewing and analyzing of your life to change it and to change it for the better. And that's if you want it, because not everybody wants better, and some people are already okay. So that's not. So this is for you that want it. So victory is being courageous towards orchestrating and organizing the reviewing and analyzing of your life to change it and change it for the better, if that's for you. Know that there is always hope. There is always hope to pause, reflect, and gain back power. Because that's what happens too. When we pause and reflect, we come back stronger and more powerful. And that's what we want. We don't want the burnout. We want the power, walking in our power. Thank you for taking the time to watch my live today. And also for those on the replay, make sure that you comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. I am Noreen N. Henry, your Victorious Living Strategist. Bye for now. Actually, before I say bye, make sure to download my free ebook. Go to victoriouslivingforyou.com, and it's the number 4 and the letter U, and you receive my free ebook. It's the Foundation to Victorious Living. and it talks about awareness. It talks about our thoughts and words. And so download it and you'll get that free copy so you can get some of the foundation for victorious living. So bye for now.
Do you have a story to share? I was stuck in emotional eating. It was reading books that helped me to become unstuck. Stuck is not you story. Book collaborations do just that. It helps readers to become unstuck and to do something different to be on their best lives now journey. Join us and write your story with us.